Hello students, myself Dr. Jyoti Shegokar. I welcome you all in my YouTube channel which name is Dr. Jyoti Dhumale Shegokar, and our today's topic of discussion is lubricants, which is my channel is made totally for the study of engineering chemistry. Number of points are there under the engineering chemistry which we have already covered, but some points remains. Out of them, one of is the lubricants. Now lubricant is a substance which is used in the large machineries, or whenever that machineries are in the motion, at that time it is used to introduce in between them. Now first of all we will see some of the introductory part related to this lubricant. So generally there are two types of motions, either translatory motions or rotatory motion. Translatory motions and another is a rotatory motion. Translatory motion is those motion which when just one part of a metal surface is sliding over another, while rotatory motion is that motion when a surface of metal is rotating around a particular axis, that is rotatory motion. So whenever these two types of motions are there, at that time when we see the parts, for example this is one of the metallic part of the machine, it is having a particular motion in particular direction, whether it is in opposite or in the same direction. So in this way there is a particular metal parts. Now when we see these metal parts by our naked eye uh, from the particular distance, at that time we can see that these parts are very smooth. So it seems that it looks very smooth over one another and there will not be any problem. But if we see on the molecular level by using a ultra microscope, at that time we can see that these parts are like this. Here such type of peaks and valleys can be found. So those parts which are just pointers, just are there to that part, are called as a peaks. So peaks are also called as a asperities. And those lower portion which is inside the metal surface like this, it is called as a valleys. So these valleys and asperities are there, and whenever the both parts of the machinery are in motion, at that time there creates a particular type of a pressure by the such a load, because there must be a small or a large load there, so that whenever they are in a motion the load creates there, and due to the motion they comes in contact with one another because of pressing by the use of load one over another. So due to which what happens, these asperities comes in contact with each other. So if it moves towards the upper side, it will like this. So it is not necessary that it will fix into the valleys of the another metal. So it must be, because it is in the random position, so it must be there is a friction, there is a particular we can say that a collision between the two different asperities of the two different metals. So due to which the metals can show the permanent deformation due to the formation of a friction in it. So friction, it is nothing but the force which is just resistance to the motion. So that frictional force will be created, which ultimately creates a wear, that is the permanent deformation of this metal surface, which is called the wear and tear mechanism. So whenever there is a friction in between and loss of heat is there, lot of disadvantages of the motion is there. So to overcome all these disadvantages, or to overcome all these points, to increase the motion, there is a use of a particular substance which is in between these parts of the metal. So if there is a introduction of the lubricant in between these two, what happens, it will just takes the place here, it will keep the two parts away from each other, as well as it is having a different properties like viscosity, viscosity index, fire point, flash point, cloud point, pour point. So due to which what happens, due to all these properties, it reacts there as a, or it performs there lot of functions, like it acts as a seal, means it doesn't allow to move the two parts of the machines away from each other. Again, it will keep these particular asperities away from each other. It will keep a distance in between these two parts, as well as it increases the motion. So in this way, there is a role of lubricant here. So that's why lubricant is used in a large industries on a very large scale. We can see here an example that there is a two different parts of machineries. So whenever if we can see that here in between these, as these parts are in a motion, in between these there may found a particular frictional force, but by overcoming that frictional force, there remains the lubricant. If that lubricant place in between, it will absolutely decreases those frictional force and increases the motion which is required there. So it will absolutely, it will increases the motion and decreases the all manual efforts. So that's why there is a use of lubricant. So this is some of the introductory portion about the lubricants. So we will see next to this that what are the different mechanism of lubrication, how the mechanism occurs, then functions of lubrication, as well as the particular types of lubricants. So we will stop here for this particular introduction. Hope that you all understood this. Thank you very much.